That feels like real comic book esque, I gotta say.
Yeah, they're definitely smashing the universe open right away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really comic book, man. That feels like everything DC kinda well, it's weird. It doesn't feel like dark DC anymore.
Right.
But,
Is it and
if I compare them, if I compare, like, what DC was before this, kinda like the even the color grading and the feel and the way it was shot, I feel like it was much darker, more evolved, more insidious, more, I wanna say
mature?
cinematic, mature. Yeah. This is much more comic book, it's warm, a little more hopeful. It completely different feel. Totally different feel.
Yeah, intentionally. Like, so very intentionally.
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit more hopeful, which is something that I like about Superman, obviously, as a comic book character. I didn't love the Zack Snyder depiction on the DCU or EU. I think it was a little bit too grim, a little bit too bleak. I
Yeah.
think Henry Cavill was a phenomenal choice for Superman that never got his day in the sun, which is super
No pun intended.
disappointing. No, exactly. I think Cavill would have absolutely knocked a second Man of Steel out of the park.
Yeah. Um, that's unfortunate. I really think that Henry Cavill should have been given another chance. He should have starred in this one. Like, he maybe, people are gonna say he's too old or whatever. I don't think so.
They could always do one day. I hope they do like the whole multiversal story in DC too. Now that Marvel broke it open, I'd be surprised if we don't get Cavill back one day.
So,
Sincerely.
I feel like this guy is perfect for playing a young, inexperienced Superman,
Hmm.
you know? Um, yeah. So
I just like when Superman deals with like real life struggles. People getting
it's like
sick in
Yamcha,
his
man.
family.
It's like Dragon Ball, dude. Literally.
It is. The opening is very Dragon Ball like.
It's fucking Yamcha. Oh
Did you
god.
like Crypto?
Yeah, I love crypto.
I think that
Yeah.
Crypto's a great addition. I love how he appears in the trailer too. It's just
Very warm.
yeah,
The
different.
whole yeah, the whole color grading is just everything's just so warm. Even here, like it's warm. It looks warm. Like it's
Yeah, like the sky.
yeah, everything is it's not like totally blue and yeah, no, he made it very like warm and heroic looking.
Snyder's movies are always really stylized. And it can be tough to like it almost looks like in a Snyder movie there's more frames, if you know what I mean. Like the way that people move.
Yeah, I agree. So like let's take Man of Steel trailer,
That's a
for
great trailer
example.
too.
For example, and let's just compare um Man of Steel trailer. Well, where's the original one? Oh, okay. Sure. Let's do this. You see, like it just looks
Yeah.
already it's darker. Everything is just
I do love that Man of Steel trailer though.
yeah. Everything's just much more like gritty, cinematic with the old one. Yeah, dude. See like how like the it actually looks cold.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What do you think? I mean, what do you prefer stylistically? Because that's really all we can judge based off of this teaser trailer.
So
We
I
don't
mean,
really have plot.
yeah, it's totally different. I'm gonna ask you what you think in a second, and chat what you guys think. But personally, I prefer more serious, more dark undertones. But Superman is supposed to be hopeful. It's supposed to be warm, and but this is just a totally different feel. And for a younger Superman, I guess it makes sense. But if you were to do that in a Batman film, I don't think it would really hit.
No. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want the DCEU Batman to be like it may work contrasted with like the dark Batman by the brighter colors, but it could very easily not work too.
Mhm.
See, that's just great. Where he's gathering
Yeah,
energy.
yeah. Yeah, you can't you can't beat the old one. And maybe it's not supposed to beat it, it's just supposed to be different, so, you know, yeah.
I like the more hopeful Superman personally.
Oh,
I
yeah?
think I do because the stuff that I identify with in the comics with Superman is his very human like struggles. You know, his parents are getting old or his parents' farm isn't performing very well. And I get that emotion and how he wants to be the foundation of just what a good man should be.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always connected to. Not that Man of Steel doesn't have those elements, but I think that as you're saying, Man of Steel is more of a cinematic showcase where the parts that I like about Superman are more emotional, where he's ultra powerful, but his struggles are extremely human.
Yeah.
And I just love that.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think it's a totally different look, and that's probably what they're going for. Snaps the kid's head. It's like when Spider-Man gets his powers, he like has to turn the door really carefully.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Lex.
Me neither, because Lex is supposed to be tough and like, not that. What's the actor's name again? Something Holt. Is it Nicholas Holt? Is that his name?
This guy?
Yeah, I think Lex is played by. I think that's the actor's name.
Uh,
He's a
I
good
mean,
actor. He's definitely a step forward from Jesse Eisenberg, in my opinion.
okay, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor was. I don't. Yeah, I didn't agree with that choice.
I think it's one of the worst miscasts in comic book movie history.
It's the biggest miscast. I mean, he would have been the Riddler.
Yeah, even
Would have been.
he's
Would have been the
almost
Riddler.
too goofy for the Riddler. So
Well, he just
I'll have to
yes,
see.
it's yeah,
I
and that's
always
the
thought
thing is,
Bryan Cranston was good. That's obviously the easy choice, but
oh, he'd be old. He'd be like an old Lex Luthor.
yeah, I don't know. Or
Um,
maybe you could have him be like the his Lex's dad, and then have like the more ambitious younger Lex. Just like if you have the younger
yeah,
Superman.
yeah. Who was Lex in Smallville? I think it was like Rosenbaum or something. What was his name?
Yeah, is it Michael Rosenbaum or
Michael
something?
Rosenbaum, I think.
He was pretty good.
He was a good Lex. Yeah.
See, I
Uh,
want something more like that.
yeah, Kevin Spacey was a good Lex.
He was a pretty good Lex.
I don't know who would be a good Lex Luthor. I can't really think of it actually.
Who is like ambition, an actor that you can see be very ambitious and look good bald, which not
That's the
everybody
thing.
can.
No, you can't. Being bald is a hit or miss. It's like if you can pull it off, you know, you're Jason Statham. If you can't, you fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But better work on your other stats. Um,
Stats. No, Lex is a tough cast actually. Because we can all sit here and armchair criticize the casting of him.
oh, you know what? Bill
Bill Sk-
Skarsgård, maybe.
Maybe.
Gene Hackman. I mean, he's old.
Yes. Star Wars is always
Hell
amazing
yeah,
dark.
I'd be a good Lex Luthor.